So the first thing we're going to do when looking at PV is go to PVWatts. This is a tool that's put out by NREL. I think a fair number of people are familiar with this tool. We go here, it pops right up, PVWatt calculator. And this is going to give us hourly data for what a system would output, what a PV system would output of a given size. So we can enter in a location. Let's go with Champaign to be kind of in line with our study. And we can select the weather file. So we'll go ahead with the one they've selected. All right, and I'm going to change the DC system size to 1 kilowatt. All of the energy numbers that they develop, I've gone through and checked this a number of times, they all scale linearly with the system size. So we're just going to model, we're going to have PVWatts model a system at a 1 kilowatt size, and then back in, I guess, the under the hood with the NZP tool, we scale it up and down from there. And then we separately handle the costs, which don't scale linearly. As we know, there's some economies of scale, but the results for the energy output are going to scale linearly from this, based on just multiplying up from a certain system size. All right, and then some of the rest of this information we actually don't need to change. A lot of these are standard defaults for their calculator. They give you some additional information. This is just for some background. You can change from residential to commercial. Some of these things, they only affect pricing. They're going to give you some pricing information, and you can change out some of this, but we're not really interested in any of that. We just want the hourly output from this system. So we only changed the one number up at the top, changing from the default of 4 kilowatts down to 1 kilowatt. And here they give us some results, some of the energy output results. But what we really want to do is download the hourly results. So let's save this. I'm going to put it in my temp file here. I'm going to say PVWatts hourly course study. All right, it's completed. Let's open up the folder and we'll open up the file. Okay, so here we have the output that comes out of the PVWatts system. So we've got a whole bunch of columns here, wind speed, angles and different information, irradiance amounts, but all we really want is this last column. This is the AC system output in watts. And so what we want it, we're going to upload it in kilowatts. So we're going to take this and divide by 1,000 and extend that all the way down. I'm going to copy this column into a new tab. And what I wanted to do was just paste the values. Okay, so we've got the values here. And I'm going to extend it out. I don't like to have too many extra decimal points. It actually it causes a few hiccups for the optimization. It just slows it down. It wouldn't cause too many problems, but we don't want to slow it down like that. So I try to go just to 3 figures is fine. And they just do a summation here, so we're going to get rid of that summation. And this is a little bit of a particular process, but we'll have it recorded, so if we need to replicate, we shouldn't have any trouble doing that. All right, so we've just got one tab now, and we've got a single column of this output data. And I'm going to go ahead and save it. I'm going to give it a different name, just so we can keep that original file. And it's going to be saved as a CSV file. And that's important. That's what the site, the NZP tool, is looking to upload. Another important thing to remember here, this has caused me some confusion before, you have to close this file. You can't upload the file while it's still open, and the site is not going to give you that information. It's just going to, it won't upload successfully. You won't get the little pop-up that we're going to see here in a second if it was open. So we see your file was uploaded successfully. You would just spin for a second and you wouldn't get that, that little box up if you still had the file open.